I mean, think of this today if this happened. It would be all over the newspapers. A respected member of the council goes and defies the council and goes to the very one that they just condemned of blasphemy, and he's not at the Passover because of it. Cancel culture today would eat a story like that up. It'd be everywhere on social media. But going to Jesus was more important to Joseph than what others would think about him for his action. He went and anointed Jesus properly because honoring the Lord was more important to him than being dishonored by those around him. And I don't think we even need to have an illustration here of a public figure who has gone through something like that, who stood on biblical values, and because of that, culture rises up against him. They get in this public spotlight and culture rises up against them. That's what culture does. But when we follow Jesus, our culture should change regardless of that culture around us not changing. The influence of culture hasn't decreased since Joseph did this act of going and burying Jesus. The culture inside and outside of the church, which isn't all bad. There's like in the South part of our culture is to be polite. And that's a good thing. So not all of culture is bad, but when we put the influence of culture on our life above the influence of following Jesus in the Word of God, that's an issue. Whether for good or for bad, we need to put the Word of God above this culture. We need to be willing to be counterculture. We need to be fearless in the face of culture. We don't need to let culture keep us from connecting with Jesus Christ.